It's AV SuperFriends First Friday Live, a short, often impromptu show streamed live to the socials and usually on the correct day, the first Friday of the month. We've collected 2 or 3 topics, news stories, product announcements, social media posts, or email listserv messages, and we'll give you our honest opinions in about 15 minutes or less, or your money back. Offer not valid in some states. The show starts now. All righty. Well, this is our first Friday of the first Friday.
This is like the ultimate first Friday.
Well, if
edition.
it was yesterday.
Is it not
Yesterday
Friday?
was a Friday.
Yeah, today's Friday. As far as I know.
That would have been like the best one, though, to be January 1st.
Yeah, it just costs more. We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, because we have to pay the interns to come in on the day off. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
interns?
We want overtime.
Larry, I got like 6 interns. I don't know what you're doing over there. I just hired all your interns.
Yeah, apparently.
You keep hiring all of
That's a
Larry's
heck of a
interns.
commute.
Jeez.
All right,
Anyway.
so we got a handful of stories here. We're going to rattle these off. I kind of figured today might be a slower day, but there's actually been a glut of news as we have stuff coming up for ISE, stuff coming up for, what's the one in Vegas in like a week?
NAM or something like that?
No.
What's
the
the other one.
CES.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one. That little one. Yeah,
That
nobody
little
wants
one,
that.
like
Yeah.
the world's like
No one cares
second
about
largest
that.
trade show of all time or something. And since pretty much everybody, including us, took the last couple of weeks off to enjoy the holidays, there's a lot of news that hasn't been covered. So we're going to jump right into it.
Wait, are we covering any of that news? Because I don't know if we
No,
are.
we're not covering any of that.
I don't think we are.
Justin is at a basketball game. He said these tickets are non-refundable, so he's going
It's
to stay
just a
there.
virtual background with a lot
Yeah.
of terrible music. That's all it is.
You're
Terrible
doing
music.
Actually, it's the music's
We're going to get dinged on
It's gonna
YouTube
come
because
back.
you're going to have music playing on there, and then nobody's going to watch this. So it's
only
nothing but-
only
it's just-
15 seconds at a time.
yeah.
It's just Gary Glitter in a loop.
But do you hear that terrible bass?
Nope.
No,
It's like
No,
the
we
worst
don't
hear
sound
anything.
system
No,
in
because
Boulder.
you're just using the world's smallest transducer in your ear. So we
All
have
right,
no
so you
idea
don't
what
hear
sounds
that
like.
music at all?
No.
Nope.
That's great. Okay.
We
So
can hear the
I'm
noise
only
from time to
idiot.
time. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
noise that cuts in over top of you, but it ain't music. So
Yeah.
This is Justin's other job, doing replay tech stuff.
One
Yeah,
of his 3
unfortunately.
or 4
One of his
jobs?
4,000 jobs.
Me and my boss split up the year, so the second half of the year is me, and it starts today.
but this
Today
is
is
the first
technically
half
the
of the
first
year.
half of the year.
First half of the year. How did I say that? You figured it out. You got what I was saying.
We're going into like the middle of basketball-ish. We're still on the
Ish,
first chunk of that.
kind of. Conference play is when I pick up, and that's whatever. Not
Yeah, we got you.
important.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
Close
we
enough.
will we'll work hard to spin up our weekly rivalry with basketball.
Oh, man.
coming soon.
Oh,
Just got over. I just washed that shirt this past week.
Your basketball shirt?
The referee shirt. I got to.
You need a different referee shirt,
I know. One with the lines go the other way.
That's right. It's sideways now. All right.
Yeah.
So first article here comes from Tech Radar, and is titled "OpenAI's mysterious Chat GPT gadget could take the form of an AI-powered pen." So for those of you who didn't know you needed an AI-powered pen, here's one you can use.
is it going to write my gibberish for me the way I write?
If it's motorized and you can push a
nonsensical
button on it
English.
that says now do my writing, and then it writes for you.
Make up words.
I don't
And
know.
just-
It's.
Like, what does it do?
I think I was the guilty one of like
It
tracking this
listens.
down.
Yeah, Mark, this is your story. What
Yeah.
is
Mark,
it
tell
all
us
about?
what it does.
I didn't know if it was a joke or not. I like honestly, I was like, "What is going on?" Then there was
They've
a bunch
been
of people who
threatening this
actually
for like 2
they
or
were
3
threatening
years.
it. Yeah.
Like it was going to be like a pendant or something you wear,
Yeah.
and now it's a pen. So
And so, this is gonna. Sorry, this is a little bit of a long thing. I do use that modality a lot for ChatGPT. I speak
pen?
to it. No, not the pen, but I speak to it. So I'm wondering if this is just a simple play on like the spoken word modality for that. And if
So it's
so,
a
that's cool.
microphone?
It's a microphone and a speaker.
But it's not a pen.
It's an Alexa-based
It is a
pen, but it's open AI. Would be my guess if that's what they're going for. So you have AI in your pen, so you can go, whatever, tell me more about blah 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 blah, and then you can sit there and write your little letter. I don't think it's going to move your hand to do it, but I don't.
That's
as much
bullshit.
As much as you want that,
Like,
yes,
why
maybe
would
it is
not
bullshit.
Do that.
I feel like there's a little bit more technology to that more than the pen, but I could be wrong.
It's AI.
Al? Oh,
Al pen.
All right, what the article says is OpenAI is working on an actual gadget with ex-Apple design chief Johnny Ive. He's the guy who did the the iPod and the iPhone and a bunch of all that stuff. But
minimalist.
They said a pen is one of 3 different ideas under consideration at the moment. Of course, as well as being able to scribble notes, the pen should also be able to give you some kind of AI assistance, perhaps for recording your writing, your voice notes, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Which is weird because I had one of these.
That's why I brought
years ago.
You had that. That's why your penmanship is so great, because you were like tracking and recording
That's
all
not
the
why,
stuff.
but go ahead.
No, that's why. I don't care what you say. That's why. I used to watch you like write in your little pad for like hours on that little and you're like, yeah, I have all my notes in my little pen.
I agree, Ro. I'm sorry. Like everything this pen can do that we've discussed, my phone can already do. So why are we doing this?
What's it
Why
doing?
am I
right,
paying
so-
more for a pen to lose?
I'm trying to find the name of the one that I had.
What if this was for grandma? She doesn't.
Why does
She's not going to
grandma
get behind
need
the
an AI?
terminal. She doesn't have enough AOL minutes left on her disk. She can't sit there and open up a computer to that. But she wants to write you and handcraft you a pen. But she's like, what do I want to write to little Johnny with my, my Alzheimer's sitting in here. I can't remember what I was going to do, but I have this note. It's just going to go. I mean, is that not a play? Is that of zero value? You're not okay. I'm not going to give you points for that.
Sorry,
Fine.
man.
Grandma,
Starting off in the hole this year. Sorry.
Yeah.
does Grandma have an iPhone?
Apparently,
No.
if she has an AI-powered pen.
She has one of those jitterbug phones. She doesn't have all this stuff on
With the
there.
big buttons.
Yeah.
But you want her to use a pen, an AI pen.
It's the closest thing that you turn it on and you give it to her, and then she's talking to it, and there you go. Eavesdropping.
I'm trying to find when I purchased this one. So the one that I had at least 15 years ago, it was probably closer to 18 years ago, was called the Live Scribe, if anyone remembers this.
Yep.
You had to use special paper with it, which was annoying, and I still have some of those notebooks because they just work as regular
Heavily
paper.
invested in.
Well,
Of course you do.
2014. No, that's when I bought a different one. 2010. I bought it in 2010.
Bought another one?
Well, because one died. It had a tiny camera on it that would, based on where the dots were, it knew what its position was on the screen. You could plug it in via USB and like get your notes back off of it, sort of thing. Yeah. It had a button to record, and then it had a app. You had to use their app to do it, but you could go back and like review your notes, and at any point, click on it, and it would play back the recording at that point. It was pretty slick, but you had to be, as Mark mentioned, you had to be committed to it. You had to be the sort of person to use it everywhere and write down all the stuff. And I did for years and years and years and years. I used that thing, and then it finally died or whatever. But I moved over to OneNote, which pretty much does the same thing. You can just write in OneNote and have it record, and you're using your computer, laptop, whatever you're using. So that's fine. But if this is going to do that sort of thing and be a smart pen, which have been around for, as we've seen here, 15, 16 years at least, but it can, give you insight based on what you've written or something through GPT. Oh, okay, fine. There might be some utility there. I think the biggest problem with this one, and to Raul's point about this being on one of those like failed technology of 2026 lists, this thing, they're going to come out and this thing's going to cost $800 and it's going to be dead out of the water. If this costs, I'll give you the number right now. If this costs more than $199, dead. And even that, I'm not buying it. But
It needs to be
How do I
free.
log into it? Can I log into it? Is
No,
there-
it just needs to be
Access
free.
rate?
If it was free with my like paid account and I just got one of these things, cool, I would use it.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not expending any resources in purchasing this thing unless it does some whiz bang magical thing that above and beyond what I get from a paid subscription now, because I'm highly skeptical that it's going to.
I'd rather have the pair of glasses.
So in 2010, April 4th, 2010, I paid $79 for my pen. So that
Did you
kinda
get good
sets your
value out of
price.
it? You feel good
Yes,
about it?
absolutely I did.
Yeah. Okay. I think if nothing else, it teaches you how like the data construct, like your notes and where it sits in the kind of the whole process of the data lifecycle, where it's like, oh, here's my notes, and you're kind of digitizing those and how you're accessing it. You were building a RAG for a long time. You were kind of doing that whole thing, all your notes.
I do want to say anyone who's interested can go right now to the web address, which is penis.ai. I'm sorry, penis.ai. Just go to, type that in, http://penis.ai.
This feels like it's right up your alley, Justin.
Justin's going to have two of these.
That's so stupid.
That website. All right, let's get out of this one.
We get where's our merchandise that
I don't.
the logos that say that?
You want an
We can wear that
AI-enabled
around.
pen?
I want a pen is like a little pen logo. and then
Pen is.ai.
We should
AI
have
at the
AI
bottom, but
pens.
Pen is at the top.
and give them out at like all the conferences we are going to. Just have
AI pin.
Let's go one step farther, Larry.
Would that not
AI
be the better
ready
thing?
pens.
yes,
These are
AI ready pens.
Wouldn't
That's
just
all.
an
If you
AI-enabled
write it,
lanyard be the thing
take a
you
picture
want?
AI
with your
ready
phone,
lanyard.
and it's AI
Yes.
ready.
And then the only thing it has is a USB-C port that does nothing.
Yes.
The best ones do. Yes.
It's got to charge it for whatever reason. It's got Bluetooth
All right,
also.
so everyone head over to
Charge it for what?
peniz.ai and read about this thing.
Do not. Okay.
Okay,
Did you buy
next
that?
story.
Did you
Next,
buy that?
what? Who? No,
Did we buy that?
no, I'm not paying for that.
Why not?
All right, next story comes from Rave Pubs, and it says title is AV Pro Global launches TechSage, an AI-powered platform to revolutionize technical support for AV integrators. That's a lot of words, which all sound great.
It sounds cool, but it's not.
My concern
It
is it's
sounds
going to
like
be
every email we've gotten for the last 6 months about everything else.
well. My concern is it's going to be based on like their product line.
Yes.
It's great if you only use their shit.
It's private
But
island AI.
I did private island.
Islands in
AI.
the sky, Larry. That's what we want, right? Cloud
I didn't even know
islands.
they existed until you sent that link out. So,
Well,
have you ever bought their stuff? I haven't. I didn't know.
I'm looking at what their stuff even is.
It's like AV over IP. It's like a
Everything's
reminds me
AV
of
over
like
IP
a
now.
Kramer Liberty kind of thing, maybe.
But yeah, I think to me the whole
I
thing
don't
is
know.
like, whatever. If you're gonna do something like this, don't make it all about your stuff.
Well, you could start there, but
Don't. You can start there, but don't release it until you are incorporating everybody else's stuff. Because
I mean, I was reading through this and I was like, holy shit, somebody's doing what I did. No law, no. They just for their own only.
I mean, is this AI for the sake of like bolstering somebody's sandbox and like their own little thing? Like, and there's a lot of this. There's many manufacturers that are doing this very thing. Hey, we have AI enabled cloud support. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a
And-
very small sandbox.
but like nobody wants that. Like, well, maybe I'm wrong.
maybe
do
it
people-
started. So I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. Maybe it started as an internal project that their internal teams were using this to gather information and make it searchable and all that stuff. And then they're like, hey, let's let's clean it up, take all the customer notes out, put a nice front end on it, and then release it to the community. So I mean, as a starting point, I think it's great. Now we saw something.
There's value there.
Yeah, and we saw something from this by Teleportivity 3 years ago at Infocom. Remember they had a little kiosk at the Liberty booth, and they were demoing like it was GPT powered, and it was
And that's
right
what
at
like CX came out of that.
partially.
Ish.
I mean that existed long before, but the newer version of it, I think, where some of that came from there. Anyway, so I've seen this sort of thing around where you basically just dump all your product manuals in there, let GPT chew on it, and then you ask it questions. Which, hey, it's better than nothing because most support sites, let's be honest, you got to know how to find information from there, and you're at the end of the day, we're sitting there scanning through PDFs of the manuals again, trying to find the keyword. So.
It says that the platform offers intelligent, context-aware responses tailored specifically to AV Pro's comprehensive product portfolio. Like, if that would have been to any documentation you want to put in here, they would have been like on the right page. But the fact that they're like, we want to do it just for these things.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the question is, can you upload your own documentation?
well, I think any of these that are looking at the whole scope and breadth of these cloud-enabled support things, whether it's going to be your Excite and enter all of them, they all have this concept coming
It's
on. where you-
pronounced.
Sure.
Rebrand.
They're all trying to do that where you provide your own context, you put it in there, and it starts to have this LLM that's baked in with a model. It is bringing your knowledge base for your technicians. And yes, we look at like Justin's world. He's kind of created that within Notion and the like, where you're if you own your data set and you can bring your knowledge base in there and all your reference material, like it's easy to do this. They just start with the reference material being the product line that they have. So I get it. Like I like the Claude Sonnet piece of it, but
It's
not-
short-sighted. I don't
Yeah.
know where they're going with it. They got potential. We'll see. I don't know.
you got to start somewhere. So I'll give them credit for like doing it, but let's see if they build on it.
We're going to see this from all just the generic ITSM help desk systems, your ServiceNows, your Team Dynamics. They're all going to have the ability for you to upload documentation into it, which you can do now. But then you can identify like a bucket or your folders or however you want it structured that an AI agent will be able to reference, and then you can quickly ask those questions, and they'll make that client facing as a self-service portal. But then they will also have like a more advanced version on the back end that your technicians can use for things, and that's fine as long as, to your point, you get to put your other stuff in there and get to manage that, because I don't want to dump every piece of documentation, every manual of everything we have, and I'm going to look up a specific issue, and what I'm finding is like it's referencing something else from a different process or something we don't use or whatever. So
Yeah. I think one of the interesting pieces
need AI to make that AI smart. And then
if Justin like because there's a piece that the
then put it in
platform
your
is
pen.
Yeah, yes, the platform is designed to assist with system design consultation and technical troubleshooting. That was very interesting.
So
So
I,
it's-
I don't know what they mean by that.
Nor do I. And so
Like,
I-
no,
I-
that product doesn't work with this one. Well, I could. Yeah, I mean that's not an HD based T port. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, but
know.
you have the expertise, and they're trying to lower the bar, kind of thing.
It says right here, the AI-powered platform delivers expert assistance across every aspect of audiovisual technology, from system design and product selection to technical troubleshooting and installation guidance. I mean, that's everything. Is that not just your job, Justin? Can I just outsource your job to this platform?
I think we just
You
did.
only buy their product.
Okay, done.
I'm in. Let's go.
And you can
don't
access
know.
this for free at penis.ai.
Did we mention Jamie's not here? Larry, did we get that?
Oh,
in?
that's
We
right.
haven't
We had to
yet,
get
and I
a bunch
was
of crap.
getting ticked about that.
Yeah, sorry.
So that this is the year that Larry will show up every Friday.
Which
right,
I do
Larry?
anyway.
Whoa,
Anyway,
that's not true.
I only needed it for the AI,
times.
just so we
This
know
is-
that this is your
This is
first.
the year that Jamie doesn't show up every Friday.
Jamie
Correct,
was not
Larry?
here today.
Is that right? that-
Apparently,
What's your New Year's resolution, Larry?
I haven't actually
To be
made,
here more than
made one
Jamie.
yet.
Let's start maybe by getting some more buy-in to the AV SuperFriends. What do you think?
What's it going to take to get you involved
What's
with
it going
this,
to
Larry?
take to get you in this seat on Fridays, Larry?
What, that seat? I don't have tickets for that
Your
seat.
No, you don't want this seat. Nobody.
There you go.
Nobody.
He's in that seat.
There he is. Okay.
I'm up here now.
All right. Sorry, we get off topic for a little bit there because we need to feed the AI machine just so it's on record. Sorry, Jamie is not here.
Well, I should explain. So what happened was Larry was not on our it was the prediction show.
Yeah.
Larry was not there.
The one you guys just listened to earlier
The
on.
one that came out yesterday and is out right now. If you want to go listen to our predictions and see how correct we are, 100%.
As of now.
Justin kept bringing up, and has for a couple of weeks, that Larry was not there because Larry had a conflict. And he mentioned it enough times that it was in the transcript. When I stuffed that into the AI slot machine, it came out and it declared that it was a Larry-free episode.
Was
And
it-
so I
was it
left
facts?
that text in there, and then I
was
threw it into our
facts.
group chat, and I forgot that that Larry wasn't there. And then he was like, "What's this all about? Why is
No,
it
it
wasn't
was
making fun
not
of
that
me?"
it said it was a Larry free episode. Said it was another Larry free
Oh.
episode, as if this is a habitual thing that just.
Is it not?
It's not. Twice all last year.
Have
Oh,
you
man.
checked every episode?
I haven't checked every episode. I'm just
No,
guessing
okay.
on that.
We're gonna have to put up a scoreboard. So
Yeah.
We'll have AI do that for us.
we'll have
Al,
AI
get on
put up a
that.
scoreboard.
I have PTO, okay? And I
Not
use
from
it.
this. You have not. You are out of PTO from AVSF, sir. You
Yeah.
have none.
You too can check the AVSF scoreboard to see who's shown up when at penis.ai.
God.
All right. Oops, I closed a window here. We were going to do a story on where's the Star Trek thing?
No. Star Trek. Are you gonna do the Star Trek first?
Yeah, I was going to bring that one up.
Oh, you want to get through that one real quick?
Yeah, real quick.
I just
All right.
put it in the chat.
So this one's from AV Magazine. It says, "Will we socialize as Star Trek type holograms by 2035?" No.
not.
Next. It's some
Please.
stupid poll where they ask people like, you can have a hologram in your house. You talk to people. Woo. No, it's not happening. Move on. It's the same thing we see
Second
with the
Life again.
holograms, the Pepper's Ghost. It's been around for 150 years. It's nothing new.
Oh,
Got my dollar. There it
you
was.
did. Yep.
What? Did I was
worry.
say Pepper's Ghost?
Yep.
Yes.
Hey. It's true.
Before you got here, I was like, I'm getting a dollar when Chris says Pepper's Ghost today. Just so you
It's
guys know.
true.
So was Larry in his absence in 2025.
Anyway,
All right, our final one it initially came from a Reddit post in the commercial AV subreddit. Lots of good information in
it was
there.
on commercial. It was on broadcast. It was everywhere. It
Multiple
went
places?
out like all over the place. And this was 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it
don't
was
have a link for this.
before the holidays, December 16th, in fact. Yes. And it's basically just says, I built 16 free AV calculators and want to share in the community. And people were like, whoa. Who is this? Why are you doing this stuff? And it basically came down to, I'm a nerd and I wanted to do this. And Sounds good. So you can head over
Good for him.
to AV Tools.
Pen is. Sorry.
You can go over to avtoolspro.com. Larry will throw that in the
This
in
it's
the chat
actually
as well.
kind of
This
clever.
is really
It's
solid.
really slick, yeah. And so
Have we tested it yet?
I've tested it on a few different pieces.
I have not.
I have not tested every single one of them, but it's pretty good for what it is right now. It's mobile ready, which is nice. But I don't think, well, at least my spin on it is it's not necessarily for you and I or everybody else who does this stuff day in and day out. I think it's more so to be able to integrate these tools into automation process. That's my belief, is that having these things persistent out on the web that can be bolted into other AI thing is kind of where the value becomes in having this tool like this, because that's where, like I've tested it, and Justin, you played with it a little bit as well, how to have GPT use this kind of tool to start referencing that stuff as some of that automation step. And I think that's where I see the value of things like this really starting to shine.
I was asking ChatGPT to compare it to the formulas I've given it to see if it was correct. So it went through all that, and I haven't checked to see what it spat out yet.
But it is pretty clever. I mean, just to use it, if you're in a spot and you have to just get some rough estimates together, what do you need for sizes, what image, those kind of things, it's pretty quick for that. And even doing like your speaker coverage and a lot of things, things that normally you'd have to kind of pencil out, it does give you a little quicker calculator. And there's been things like this, apps doing this for a while now too, but this is a nice flat web page that does it. And it's mobile ready.
I still like mine that I use.
Sure. Your Notion built one?
The one
I'm not
that you
sharing
built
with anyone. Yeah.
Your own island?
at penis.ai.
This is going to end
So
so
yeah,
bad.
it's a pretty interesting tool set. Like you said, Mark, I would not be surprised to see. I mean, hell, paywall this thing or whatever, but I would not be surprised if built simply on the standpoint of being able to then tie into other pieces of software and just make this as a reference point. So I think this is really solid. I would say go back and do we talked about it when Justin and I presented on this last fall. Trust but verify. I mean, dump your numbers in here and then maybe pick a couple, do some spot checks, because nothing like buying like the wrong projector with the wrong lens on it or something and finding that out the hard way.
Yeah.
Use the other tools that are out there. Most of the stuff is available through manufacturers, through AVSF. I mean, Extron's got a bunch of these calculators. There's a lot of these out there. People have built special spreadsheets and stuffed them out there for years. Go double check the work in that. And if you get stuff that's really close, like, all right, good. Then we know that for example, the speaker coverage calculator is great. So good to go.
Right. It may not be perfect. Mileage may vary, but it's, for doing quick and dirty work, it does.
Well, it's better than eyeballing it, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And most people just do that. What gauge speaker wire do I need for that?
Yeah.
I only buy my speaker gauges in odd numbers.
If you're ever like out touring around, other people's AV installs use the tool and like, what is the correct size of display we should have in here?
Your
Run that.
screens are
You
terrible.
can find out how small people's screens really are. So useful-ish.
Yeah, so avtoolspro.com. Swing by there and start clicking through that. Pretty slick stuff in there.
Little rack guide thing's pretty cool
There's
too.
been more that have been added since this was even announced, so I suspect we'll see more show up. I wouldn't be surprised to see this behind a paywall soon, or you get limited access or whatever, and reset your cookies or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fine. All right. Well, my special announcement.
Yeah, speaking of AV calculators and AV tools and things, Mark, it sounds like you were woken out of a sleep yesterday.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go down in my New Year's slumber, and my phone buzzed. I was like, "Oh, wait, what nonsense is coming through?" I
people
figured
wishing you
maybe
a Happy
I'm
New
getting
Year.
like some people from. I'm like, I get people back east because that's 3 hours. They've been passed out long ago. So I'm like, who's sending me messages at this hour? And it was our amazing friends at AVSF gave me not a Happy New Year email of any kind. It was just letting me know that at 12:01 that my CTS needs to be renewed in 6 months. I know that. I didn't need you to be sending me an email stating do that. It would have been maybe a Happy New Year or something, but my very first email of the year was from AVSF telling me that I owe them $150 in like 32 credits of CTS renewal units.
Isn't it more than that?
I don't know, whatever. But
Did it
was,
at least say Happy New Year in the message?
No. No, it did not. It just said,
So you'd be
your
fine with it. If it said,
CTS needs to be
Happy
renewed
New Year.
in 6
Also, by the
months,
way,
sir.
you need to renew this.
Pay this bill, upload your credits, and we'll see you again in a couple of years. Thank you. carry on. So I was like, ugh. Okay, so I'm trudging through all the things I have to upload and get the credits back in there, but I'm pretty close to having it all in there. But that was my Happy New Year wish from AVIXA was give us some money, prove that you know what you're doing at all, and then do it again in a couple more years. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure a bunch of people out there who happen to renew in June probably got that same messaging.
It's going to be okay, Mark.
No,
You're
it's
gonna
not.
survive.
It's not going to be okay, Justin. There's no way. Anyway, so that
It's
was
just the-
pleasant.
it's just
So
the-
my year started
James
off with
training,
AVIXA.
you'll be fine.
It's just the AVIXA AI bot sending you emails trying to get your money. That's it. No
That's
big
all.
deal.
They need it.
It listens
Right.
to this show and tries to figure out what's going to be most aggravating, and then
Yes.
sends that out. I do want to say there was a similar thread about this type of thing on LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and I can't remember what the comment was. Oh, it was the ones we're all real busy right now. Please stop sending the emails like, hey, is this a good time to circle up? Can we, have a visit or whatever? And it's basically to sales staff who have numbers to make. I understand that, but like, know your clients and know when to reach out, especially people in education. Know when to reach out and when a lot of people are on break, and those breaks, as we all have discussed, started and stopped at different times. So maybe you do a quick bit of research to see, is that person actually at work today? Should I be bothering them? And that led to a comment of all these automated newsletters that go out on like the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. Like, that's my time. I would be at work if it was a different day. It's not, so leave me
You're
alone.
not allowed to read that at work.
Well,
This is your discretionary energy,
it's gone to
sir.
the
Spend
point
it
where
on
now,
this.
if you're one of the companies who emails me on a Sunday, I unsubscribe. If you do it again, I start looking very closely at
unsubscribing everybody
competitive.
else.
Well, no, I start
got
looking
an
at
idea.
because the
What if we
unsubscribe button
just-
doesn't do crap.
No.
I start looking hard at other competitors just out of spite to buy somebody else's stuff. So
What if we just don't check email on Sundays?
Yeah, I don't.
What if we just ignore it until Monday and then be like, oh,
I want
this came
I
in
want
on
like
Monday.
I want a green room
Read it
for
on
my
Monday.
email. I want things
Yeah.
to come in there and it sits there and it doesn't. I don't get a little pop up on my thing that says
You
you have.
just
I want
forward
it
all
to
your
just,
email to me
I
and I
want
have
it
to
to
sort through
hold
it.
it there, and then it gives it to me on Monday. Or I wanted to set my email so it won't even let me open it.
Can't
on
you
weekends.
filter? Can't you do that?
I've tried different settings like that in the past. It always ends up failing somewhere.
And I'm one of those that Sunday night I start looking at it, so I would be
no, no,
okay
no.
as long
No,
as
and then
it,
you're up all night. Might as well be at work.
as long as I can open the door to the green room at 8:00 on Sunday and look in there and then say, yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
There's
and close
emails
it
in there.
again.
Are you one of those people that are doing work while you're sleeping? You're dreaming
Yes.
of doing work.
Yes.
You're not even getting paid for that.
I know.
with
But
your AI powered,
I would rather sleep and do it than wake up and do it. So
Well, I got a notepad or my phone. I write notes down when I wake
With
up.
your
I'm
pen?
like, oh,
with your
shit.
AI pen.
Yeah, AI pen. Writes while I sleep.
Pen.ai for your AI powered pen.
That would be perfect, actually. If it wrote while I sleep, then it would solve a lot of my problems.
Well, Justin, we're going to buy you an AI powered pen and see how much it fits into your workflows.
I just want a shirt that says that. I just dropped my phone. Oh, God, can't reach over these tables.
right.
Okay.
Well, anything
All
else,
right,
Chris?
well, that's
We did it.
our show for this week. We'll be back next week with a proper show talking about all sorts of stuff and nonsense and things and
What
all
have
that
you.
odds and ends. But we figured we'd jump in and do a first of the first Fridays.
Yeah. It's getting loud in here. I got to go.
All right. See you guys.
Cool.
See y'all.
Happy New Year.
We did it. A short show just for the first Friday of the month, usually. Follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter to join us next time. And you'll find the full slate of recorded podcasts and everything else we do at our website, avsuperfriends.com.